3, 2, 1. Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another fantastic edition of Coffee with Knights. I do apologize if my visage is a little disturbing. Let's get this shared around and get started on things. Just let me pop out the chat. Let's do the chat first so the chat can be live as soon as we get somebody. I do suppose that's the right thing to do. And bibbity bobbity. Oop. All right, good. Chat is live. Oh, weird position for it. But yeah, all right, cool. Chat is live. Now let's get this shared around to some peoples, to the Book of Faces. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. And post. And let's, all right, the post is posted. And let's share the post that just posted. And we'll get to doing stuffs. Share now, public. OBKB. All right. Ooh, and we have people in the chat. Let's go over there. Eileen, happy Father's Day. Well, thank you, Eileen. The little man was actually nice and cute this morning. It's a great change of pace from how he's been this last week. It is weird hearing my voice come out of my mouth, but seeing this on my screen. I know my visage can be horrifying. But I have some nice black and brass coffee. Delicious. I have the Highland Roast today, and it is fantastic. It is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite coffees. So, to all those fathers out there, good morning. Happy Father's Day. And to all my melanated followers, happy Juneteenth. Hope you guys all have a great one. So, this week was horrible. Mostly with nice, right? Oh, it's my favorite coffee. Love it. Mostly with the weather. I was moving at a snail's pace, just because I couldn't do anything any faster because I felt like I was going to die. But you know, part and parcel for working basically outside, mostly outside in an unconditioned space. So I do hope to improve that soon. I think I'm going to put another vent on the roof and actually throw a fan on that just to suck out the heat. It won't be air conditioning, but it'll start, you know, air flowing, so, you know, maybe that'll help things. In the winter, I'll just take a piece of foam and I'll cut it and plug it. I don't know. Might work, might not. Who knows? Only one way to find out. But. So yeah, wasn't supposed to have little man at the shop at all this week, just because it's gonna be too hot, too much to handle, too much to do. But I started. I got that router lift plate you saw last week. I got that Saturday, so I showed you guys on Sunday. The last coffee with Night. I have no idea what episode this is. 117, 118. I don't know. So the last one I showed you the router lift, which is way better than that janky router plate that I made by myself out of plastic. I mean, the router plate worked. It does work, but it gets scary at a certain point. Yeah. So we got that fixed and addressed, and I was able to start cranking out the parts and pieces for that order I have, which is 24 frames, picture frames for an art gallery that's coming up soon. I was actually my wedding photographer that reached out to me that asked me to get this done and stuff. So, you know, I'm glad to help out. I'm making good money on it, but this week just nothing went right, and it was mostly the problem with the heat. But there's also a problem with the babysitter. So I wasn't supposed to have little man at the shop at all because it's gonna be too hot, too problematic, and I had a lot to get done. But I had to have him the last couple days, and you know what? I'm glad he was there because I was able to instead of focus and push myself, I had to scale myself back and probably keep myself from getting sick with this heat. But still not fun. Be that as it may. I'll have those finished up this week, and that'll be out of my hair. But now I have the router lift. I have the new fence for it. It's bigger, better, straighter. Everything's better. But oh boy, what a week it was. Babysitter had some personal issues. Then I found out my dad had some personal issues, medical stuff, which is not fun. And here we are. And with all this heat, and it's only going to get hotter because it's summer, we had to get little man's haircut. And it was getting time for me to donate mine as well. So if you saw my post the other day, I tried to have some fun with it. Took a few pictures, like a before, during, and after. I shaved myself off, and then I went to a place up in Dixon City to get my hair cut and donate. I was able to donate 18 inches, which was nice. I know my hair looks awful because it is, but that's because I had so much weight on it for so long. I kind of trained it to stay down so it wants to resist. So now that there's no weight, it wants to spring. So it'll take a few days for it to relax, but that's fine. Just got to keep messing with it. But y'all, I slept so much better last night. I didn't have all that hair tangling all around me all night, so it was nice. Sounds like a fun week. And it looks fine. Well, thank you. It was, you know what? As much of a pain as the week was, it was a good week. Something else came in. New lungs for Hal, the robot. And I'm not exactly sure what is wrong with him. I thought it was just the air filter. We call it his lungs. His belly, we emptied his belly. We cleaned his roller, cleaned the mouth out, changed the lungs. And he only runs for maybe 5 feet and stops. So in my mind, there's only 2 things that could be doing this. It's either the battery's starting to go bad, which it shouldn't. It's only like a year and a half old. Or there's something clogged around the wheels, causing it to drain more power. Which, I had long hair, my kid had long hair, the wife had long hair. Makes sense. So I'm going to try and open them up this morning and see what I can find, if there's anything in there, and see, what I can or cannot diagnose. And I finally got in some more creep sole, which is basically just coagulated latex. I like using that for the soles of my shoes because it's very soft, it's very quiet, it's very cushy. So between that and a couple layers of foam and some nice soft leather, makes great soles for shoes. So I'm going to make myself some leather boat shoes. Maybe not today, but very soon. And I'm also going to make myself another pair of flip-flops. I don't know what I do to flip-flops, but within a couple weeks, I always lose one. And I like flip-flops. So I'm going to make myself a pair of flip-flops, a pair of boat shoes, maybe even a pair of boots. Nice high boots. So I can start wearing all those at the shop, depending on what I'm going to be doing. The boat shoes and the flip-flops will be for doing like woodworking stuff or outdoor stuff. And the boots will be for when I do like blacksmithing. So I don't get any hot embers and stuff on my feet. Probably like mid-calf or something. Maybe I'll tool them, make them look nice and pretty. I don't know. We'll have some fun with it. Because now that I'm doing a clean start and I don't have a real job, I can start having fun with my clothing again. And I fully intend on going feral. And of course, I have to have some cookies because it's me. He's not having a good time. And it's like 90% his own fault because he likes being extremely obstinate recently. And yeah, that's a problem. So he's been in timeout. He's getting very well acquainted with timeout. So do you have any plans for Father's Day, or like what are you guys doing for the day? Also, I'm starting to get more and more into TikTok, and I think I'm gonna start doing some stuff over there. Just get a little jiggy with it and have some fun. I'm planning on the next couple weeks getting a new computer set up, so ooh, my favorite place, timeout, that is. It's peaceful and I get alone time. Oh. If you can hear the whining, he's not such a fan. And the rule with timeouts for kids and stuff, the general rule is 1 minute for every year they're alive. That's basically what their attention span is. So you need to wear out their attention span without exceeding it. It's just a rule of thumb. You can go a little bit longer, a little bit less, but that's kind of where you want to be. He isn't a fan yet, right? Let's see. Rich is working. I'm working on inventory and game plans. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna go hang out with my parents for a good portion of the day, just because, like I said, my dad's going through a lot of health issues right now, and it's Father's Day, so I don't want to, I want to make sure he gets a lot of time with his grandchild, just in case. I know that's not a great happy thought, but you know, that's where we're at. So let's crack apart Hal and see what's going on with him. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of crap in his feet. I myself need to start working on inventory as well for a lot of things. I actually want to start making a bunch of little herb cutters. I found a good source, unfortunately through Amazon, for some 1095 tool steel that looks like it's the right dimensions for what I need and want. Where's my, there we go, little scissors for what I need and want, and the price is right. I want something that's about 3/16 inch thick and about 2 inches wide, and I need to be able to cut 5-inch sections on it. So a lot of them, I found a 3-pack of 1095 3/16 by 2 inch, 12 inches long. Excuse me. So maybe I'll even chop that down to 4 inches. So the blade would be 3 inches or 3.5 inches, and the little tail piece I'll cut a 1/2 inch, and that'll, I'll draw that out and make the little swirly tail and smash things down. So let's unencumber this robot here for a minute. One chunk of hair there. Oh, that guy's also wound up real good. Let's. I wish taking these things off was a little bit easier. I mean, I understand why, but like, these little moving parts get wrapped up with stuff and gummed up on things, and maybe I'll clean these, you know, connection ports a little bit too. But you know, we need a, you know, I have some hemostats. Why don't I just turn this guy over the, you know, over here so you can actually see what I'm doing instead of just doing blah blah blah, you know? Yeah, that can work. So let's go over to this camera and see what's going on here. And fade. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of stuff gummed up in this little wheel here. Yes. A lot of little hair pieces stuck in this guy here. Is Hal broken? Yeah, he's a little broken. I'm not sure what the actual problem is, but he stops when little man turns him on. He only runs for maybe 5 feet, and he just stops moving, like he gets stuck. But the battery life seems fine, so I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with him, but I figure before trying to replace the battery, I'll see if there's anything gummed up in the wheels that might be sapping power as he's moving. You know, and let's see, Rosie had been doing that too. Yeah, so I just cleaned his lungs, cleaned off the particulate filter, put in a new HEPA filter, cleaned out his belly, just to see if that was the issue. But you know, I'm gonna try and service him as best as I can. Unfortunately, they make all these pieces like hard as hell to get off. So that wheel's moving a little bit easier, but a lot of lint and crap stuck in this little wheel well here. Rosie had been doing that too. Yeah, so I remember when I worked at Scranton Craftsman, just down the road from where I live now. One of the biggest issues with the jet tanks, the jet aerator tanks, is a piece of hair. You know, some hair would get stuck around the spindle, and as the spindle, you know, would spin, the hair would eventually cut through it, or just seize the whole motor up. So that's usually with a lot of small moving pieces like this that have interaction with hair on a regular basis. That's generally my go-to to see if that might be an issue. So I'm just gonna try and clean this guy up here a little bit. It'd be nice if I could just pop this wheel off, but of course that would be too easy. These brushes are starting to get a little worn down here, so maybe I'll replace those later. I'm not sure. Pulled a big wad of hair out of this guy and a big wad out of this, so maybe that was some of the problem. Let's clean the brush real quick again. I mean, you can see it's a lot of hair wrapped up in there. So where's that cut valley? There it is. Let's see, nothing seems missing there. So we'll see how much this helps. I don't know if it'll help at all, or, you know, if I'm just chasing my tail here, or if cleaning all these parts out is actually going to do something. Still a lot of hair around this guy here. I mean, it spins a lot better, but I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, please, I'll be very happy to try them out. I know this is like the glory job, but that's even better. And as a general rule of thumb, which I guess the rule of thumb is supposed to be a general thought and idea anyways. Yeah, it's spinning way better. Yeah, it seems like it's spinning good. All right, so maybe that fixed it. I don't know. Let's see, Eileen. I can't help. I still have a regular vacuum. All right, so cleaned out these wheels and the brush because you know I'm here. Why not? So we'll see how this works out. All right, let's fade back to normal. Yeah, so we'll see how that works out. I don't know if I fix the problem or what, but my general rule of thumb with repairs just across the board, fix a cheap solution first, and then chase it to more and more expensive issues. And that's with cars, with vacuums, with stuff in the forge. What's the cheap part that could break first? Check that, and if it's even questionable, replace it, and then reassess. And then there's the issue's still going. Okay, like the car, your car won't start. Okay, well you could change the battery, but that's like $150. You could change the ignition coil, the ignition coils. You could change the key interface. You could change the whole ignition timing system, or you could just get some dielectric grease and scrape the terminals, put things back on for like $1.50. I usually start there, and then okay, well maybe the terminals themselves are bad, so let's go swap those out. So this only cost me what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We'll see how that goes, because I know the battery's like $40 or something for this thing, and I really do enjoy this. And as far as regular vacuums go, you still with these you still have to have a regular vacuum, but instead of having to vacuum every like 2 or 3 days, you could go a week or 2 weeks without having to pull out the regular vacuum. And these guys just kind of go through and pick up the slack to a good degree. So I mean, I hope I did something good for him. And his sensors all look like they're nice and clear. So we'll see what's up. Actually, give me one moment. I'm going to hand this off to the wife and have her run him and see what happens. See how he works. I just cleaned him out real good.
Oh, okay. Dad just cleaned him out for you.
All right. Hasn't stopped yet, so yeah, maybe that worked. Let's see. Rosie's not good at carpet, so I still use my regular vacuum daily. Yeah, they're much better on hardwood floors and stuff. Yep, still running. Maybe that was the issue. Hopefully that was the issue. Let's see, and Eileen, with the dogs, I vacuum twice, if not more, a day. Whew, that is rough. Rough. Alright, I didn't intend for that pun this time. But it was funny. Laugh. So yeah, I guess you gotta, cut all the hair off the wheels now too on a regular basis. Who knew? Still running. I think I did it. That makes me happy. So yeah, cut all the shit out of their wheels. That might be the issue. Especially if you have long hair and a lot of dogs. Things get tangled. But I'm glad we changed the HEPA filter anyways, because that was shot. Once in the morning before I leave, and right before bed or after dinner. Oof! That's a lot of vacuuming. Yeah, you definitely need one of those guys. And it's still running. I think I did it. All right. That is so happy making. Ah. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Because then it would be, replace the battery, and then if that still didn't work, replace the whole unit, and that's like $200 or some bucks. I don't want to pay that money for that thing. Yay, you did it. Huzzah. So, yes, that makes me very happy. Very happy. I'm quite chuffed with myself. So, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to get done. Falling from grace. If you get one, get the one that empties itself. Says to empty when it's full, otherwise it gets clogged with dog hair. Yeah, my mom has one of those. She actually has the. So we have the shark one. My parents actually have the whatever the name brand one is. That does do that, and she has a pug terrier mix, 2 cats, now a lab, chocolate lab, and a husky, and that thing needs to run like 3 times a day, and she has it set that every time it returns to home it empties, just to be on the safe side. So it has. So you have, instead of like the regular housing that it just drives up on, the housing is tilted up a little bit higher, and there's a thing that interfaces with the bottom of the robot, and it has a big tower. It sucks it all up into the tower, and it charges it at the same time, and then it comes back out, does another round, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, goes back in, zip, and does the whole thing. I highly, highly, highly recommend getting these robots, because, oh my god, they make life so much better. Yep, and it's still running. Great. Beautiful. It is fixed. So, Jolene, I hope that helps you out with yours as well. Check the wheels and the bearings and all the bearing surfaces, and I got these for leather work, but they're basically seamstress snips. These work extremely well, especially because you can really get in there and really get a really small, narrow pinch. Definitely pick up a pair of these. happy. But yeah, hers works pretty well. It's clogged up right now real bad. So when we go over to my parents' house, maybe I'll take my stuff and work on theirs as well. I'll do that after breakfast. Fingers crossed. Yes, definitely. Because those are they're a lifesaver when they work. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything, special for breakfast or not today. I might just get dressed because I'm just wearing a hoodie because, with the heat, I went and basically, shaved most of my body, and now with all the hair gone and the face gone, and with the weather yesterday, I was freezing all day, and I did not dress for the weather. I dressed in shorts and a super light t-shirt, and I was way too stubborn to change before we left. What's 5 minutes? What is that noise? That's some weird noise. Like something scraping and tapping on the window. I don't know. So yeah, maybe tonight I'll work on doing my flip-flops or my shoes, and take some time and use that as my Father's Day gift to myself. So I just got a nice big roll of that crepe sole, and I know Derek wanted to learn how to make some shoes for himself, so maybe that would be a good way to if I do 1 or 2 pair for myself, I can show him and do this, that, and the other. Even though he's not working for me, he's still a great friend. And I like sharing knowledge, it's more fun that way. Oh, Roomba, that's the name brand. My mom has a Roomba. There's a lot of hair that pull out of them. But yeah, need to make some flip-flops and some boat shoes and some boots for myself. I don't really have the right weight leather, but well, happy Father's Day. Well, thank you, and happy Father's Day to you and Maggie as well. This is a very productive show this morning. I'm very happy with how things are turning out. And I need to make myself a sporan and a belt, because I fully intend on, wearing my kilt on a regular basis, and I'm going to start making shirts and stuff for myself and kilts. So, yeah, I'm going feral, guys. I make kilts and pants and shirts and t-shirts and Jacobian shirts. Because I think that actually helped me out a lot when I'm forging, having a nice Jacobian shirt on. That way, make it out of linen, super light linen. That way when, hot, slag and stuff pops off, it doesn't burn my skin, because it does. And when I'm forging for 4 or 5 days in a row, I end up with or even welding, I end up with all these little itty bitty burns all up and down my arms. So having that might make things a little bit better. But I want to like super lightweight linen. That way I don't sweat to death. Because even in my regular t-shirts over this last week, I think I lost like 45 pounds in water. Not really, but it feels that way. I drank so much water this week, y'all. It is obscene. And at some point this week, I also need to get up into the rafters, and I think just as a temporary measure until the roofer can get there to do the roof, because I'm just having someone do it at this point. I can't spend the time or the energy to do that roof. I just need to get some spray foam, I think, and just foam those holes and just plug them for now. And when he gets up there and redoes it, it'll do its thing. Like I said, I also want to put another roof vent up there. Just to, plug things up and get that roof vent up there just to suck the heat and get some air movement in there. Because it's great when there's a breeze. However, I don't always have the advantage of having a breeze come in the right direction to blow some air through the shop. So I think having a powered roof vent would be a godsend for me. I think. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. So, Jolene, Maggie, do you guys have any plans for the day? You gonna be doing anything fancy or fun? So far, I've had for myself, I had a cup of coffee and some cookies, and I had to deal with an angry young man this morning. We'll see. But I'm very happy that, I finally was able to get my hair cut and get all that taken care of. Oh, also, while going through this room and looking for some certain items, I was also able to get a lot of... Oh, and it finally kicked off. It's probably stuck or something. I hope it's just stuck on something. Probably got stuck on one of the Connors things he throws on the ground. That's another thing with these robots, is you have to have the floor picked up from debris. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm very happy I was able to get some stuff. Let's see. My mom invited us for a cookout, but she invited me yesterday. So I feel like an afterthought and decided not to go. And that's understandable. Kind of sucks, but it's understandable. I also need to hang a J-hook on my porch. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I just have a ton of stuff to finish at the shop. This week I have those fry holders that I need to finish. I have those frames I need to finish. I need to finish a ramp and hanging fabric for the church. I'm only going to hang what I have, there currently, and then break down the... so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Between glue ups for the frames and hanging the stuff for the church, I'll glue up the frames. I'll go into the church, hang some stuff, turn around, glue up frames, go into church, hang stuff up, and knock that out as much as I can, as fast as I can. That way I can get everything put together the right way as I need. And then Tuesday or Wednesday I should be able to turn around and focus on doing the ramp, because that's, getting that ramp done is the next last big thing that needs to get done before we do an epoxy pour. Once the ramp's in and good and the floors are poured, then I'm gonna have a lot of time to do stuff. So I might not even start those French fry holders until Thursday or Friday. just how that might play out. We'll see though. Oh boy. Yeah, it's great when everything just starts cracking in my neck and my back and my arms. It feels so good. I get so much pressure built up in my joints. Also, I was made an offer to start pumping, these little bracelets out. So I might get a side of leather and get a strap cutter and just go to town. Maybe get 100 of them together and see what's up. Who knows? Ooh, he's really gonna be getting in trouble soon. Oh well. Yeah, but I intend on, after that, maybe I'll do, next big thing I need to do is the couch table, and that'll be a video, and then I'll do the leather bench and the sewing station and get this room buttoned up. So that'll be good getting things, together in here, and it'll make me feel a lot better getting work done, because the better my workspace is, the more comfortable I'm working, the more efficient I am. The more efficient I am, the better I feel about doing it, the more stuff I get done. It's kind of it's like a spiral, Either it's a crappy working condition, so it's hard for me to do work, so I'm not motivated to do the work, so I feel crappy about it and don't want to clean it, so I get less done, and down and down. Or it can be workspace is improving, I'm more efficient, I get more done, I feel happier, I clean the workspace and organize it more. So it can go either way, and it just takes a little bit of that momentum one way or the other to get that spiral started. So hopefully getting some of the stuff put away in here and getting some of the stuff gone through and finding some stuff that I need, hopefully that'll help me spiral in the right direction. I feel that so much. I have to have a clean workspace to start and feel motivated. When it's a mess, I hate to be in there. It really is. And sometimes you just need that real, basically a kick in the ass to get, start cleaning. I found over this year I've done a lot of self-discovery and self-evaluation, and I found that I have really bad ADHD. But in that mode of discovery and such, I have also found little tips and tricks on how to hack my brain, basically, and get me into the right headspace and trick myself into cleaning and wanting to clean and all that stuff. So in essence, and I might have talked about this already, but I started this Spartan helmet project. It's restarted it at the shop, but in order to do that efficiently, I had to get all the materials together, and to get all the materials together, I had to have everything organized. Pardon me. So I use this one little project that I can easily set down because I've been having it on and off. It's been an on and off project for the last decade. But to restart it, I need to get all the shit done and cleaned and organized. But I really want to do the project. So it's like, okay. Getting there. And, stuff started, coalescing in the shop and coming together and getting cleaned. And then at the end, everything was clean and put away and all categorized and put together and nice. I was able to do the project and get the thing started, and I was like, yeah, all right, that's nice. This is nice. So that's what I'm gonna do with these shoes. These shoes are something I want, that I need. This sport-on is something I want and need. These kilts and shirts are something I want and need, but to do them, it's going to be a huge pain in the ass to do them in this space as it is. So I'm going to clean it, because cleaning it is part of the project now, you see? So that hacks my brain into wanting to clean so I can do the project. It's not cleaning because it's a mess. Because cleaning because something is a mess is a drag. And I'm not going to do it. I hate cleaning for the sake of cleaning. But cleaning for a project, yes. Cleaning for a project that I want to do, yes. Cleaning for a project that I want and need, yes. So maybe that can help you. I don't know. So think of it as not cleaning because it's a mess. Think of it as gearing up for the project. It's part of the project. Part of the project that you want. And then once you're done with the project that you want, then you can do all the other projects and take advantage of the clean space that you created because of the project you wanted to do. This is at least how my brain works. I don't know. Your results may vary. But I try to do that with every project now. Everything around the house. Okay, all these clothes need to get put away. This sucks. Hate doing laundry. Hate cleaning things. I hate folding. I hate putting stuff away. But I know there's one shirt in there, in that big pile, that I want and need. And I have two options. I can dig through it. But I can't dig through it. So I have to put it away. But putting it away is part of the journey or quest to find the shirt that I want. And as a side benefit, clothes are away. The wife and kid can find what they want. I can find what I want. The room's clean. So, I don't know. That's how I think. My thing is I need alone time. No hubs, no dogs, also known as shadows. Then I can do all of it. But I always have one or both around all the time. Well, why can't Rich just take the dogs to the park for like 2 hours? You know, huge favor to you, and you know, and when you're happy, I'm sure you do things to make him happy, and if you explain it that way, you know, or maybe make a special time where, you know, okay, you're gonna do this. Take the dogs, leave the house for 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. And I know he likes playing Xbox and stuff. So why don't you say, okay, well, I'll give you, 2-3 hours unencumbered, and I'll get you a bunch of snacks and a couple beers. You can sit and play the Xbox, and I'll take the dogs, and I'll go at this time. And that way he gets his nice alone time to do his thing. You get yours to do your thing. Everybody's happy and copacetic, and the dogs get more walks. Oh, isn't that a beautiful thing? Would be nice if he updated just to take them outside, but I also have a dog that has to be with me. Time to break the dog of that habit. I can only throw a million solutions at the wall, and 99% of them won't stick. I don't know. love that coffee, by the way. Highland Black and Brass Highland Roast. I know it's made here in Honesdale, but since I don't live in Honesdale itself, it's kind of hard to find it. I know there's one place in Kingston that carries it, and I guess somewhere in Clark Summit carries it now. My absolute favorite coffee, y'all. It's delicious. It has a very chocolatey, nutty flavor. It's sweet, but also tart at the same time. Oh, so good. Love it. And even as it starts getting cold, the flavor evolves, so you get a little bit more of that bitter. But it's not like coffee bitter. It's more like a dark chocolate bitter. So it's really, really good, nice, gentle. Well, not gentle. I don't like gentle coffee, but it's really good coffee. I love it. And I'm in just a great mood today, so that always helps. Oh, by the way, Jolene, you're sharing all these videos, and Eileen, you too. You're sharing these videos with me, but for some reason, when somebody sends me a video, they're all age restricted. There are no age restrictions on my account. I know it's a bug with TikTok that's going around right now. But if I don't reply to it, I do apologize. I just can't see it. Maybe send it to me on Facebook and maybe that'll work. I don't know. But sending it to me through TikTok just isn't working for whatever reason. So there's that. Eileen, Koopa has issues with not being with me if I'm home. Happens when you are his soul person. I know Rich would do it if I needed him to, but he tends to forget the task at hand. That's why you need to make it into a habit. So like every Sunday, he'll take the dogs to the park for 2 hours. Every Sunday. So, good morning, Ken. How's it going? Is that really you? It's my soul, but it's not my face. Have a cup of coffee with me. Thanks for joining. But yeah, sometimes it's those habits that just need to be you just need to pound into your partner those habits, because that's something you need. If I could, I'd drive out to Ohio and pound those habits into them for you, but that's a little bit of a drive, and I need to get my car looked at. I need to get it inspected. Just one of the other billion tasks on my plate that I don't want to do. You know, because they need to inspect your car to make sure it's safe for the road, but, you know, the road could look like something after, you know, a third world country after an American invasion, and good luck. We have worse infrastructure than some third world countries. That's embarrassing. Oh, goodness. It is already after 10. So let's wrap this up, guys. If you like this content, if you like supporting me, if you think my ugly mug is hilarious right now without any hair or any beard, go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith and support me. Even $1 a month really, really helps. There's been times where that patron money has meant the difference between paying rent and getting evicted. And our landlords just raised our rent from $1,300 to $1,400 a month. My patrons are awesome people. Every now and then I'll just randomly throw them a gift. I'll make a ton of stuff, send it out, sight unseen, just cause. I will be doing some stuff over there. I will be starting up my TikTok and doing 30-second, philosophy questions or just random stuff to start off with and see how it works and how I feel about it, and we'll develop a pattern from there. Like I said, I'm going to be getting a new computer soon, so I'm going to be producing videos again soon. actually produce videos, Manliness Monday, Philosophy Wednesday, project videos, in addition to doing my weekly live stream. Like I said, I have a ton of shit to do. In here, especially getting the leather bench, getting the sewing table all set up and worked up. Got to build those from scratch. I actually took the plywood that I was going to use and was tripping over for months to do the leather bench, and I made some cabinets in the shop because for whatever reason in my brain that was more pressing. And I guess it was, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week, hopefully, and hopefully I'll have good news about getting a ton of shit done at the shop, getting all the frames done, getting everything done for the church, and getting fry holders, and everything's awesome. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, we'll see. Till then, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. See y'all later. Where's the mouse? There's the mouse.